After 3 years and 7 months in power, Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan was expelled from office in a no-confidence vote in Parliament in the early hours of Sunday. A new government will be formed most likely under opposition leader Shehbaz Sharif after Parliament reconvenes on Monday to vote for a new Prime Minister. The nation of more than 220 million people has strategic importance for Afghanistan, China and India. Since coming to power in 2018, Khan's rhetoric has become more anti-American. He appeared to be warming to China and recently Russia. It may be recalled that he went to Russia and held talks with President Vladimir Putin on February 24th, the day the invasion of Ukraine began. US and Asian foreign policy experts say that Pakistan's powerful military has traditionally controlled foreign and defense policy, but Khan's sharp public rhetoric had an impact on a number of key foreign relationships. Let us see what the upheaval, which comes as the economy is in deep trouble, means for countries closely involved with Pakistan. First, Afghanistan. Ties between Pakistan's military intelligence agency and the Islamist Taliban had slackened in recent years. Tensions have risen between the Taliban and Pakistan's military, which has lost several soldiers in attacks close to their mutual border. Pakistan wants the Taliban to do more to crack down on extremist groups and worries they will spread violence into Pakistan. That has begun to happen already. Khan had been less critical of the Taliban over human rights violation than most foreign leaders. Next, China. Imran Khan consistently emphasized China's positive role in Pakistan and in the world at large. At the same time, the $60 billion China-Pakistan economic corridor, which binds the neighbors together, was actually conceptualized and launched under Pakistan's two established political parties, both of which are set to share power in the new government. Potential successor Sharif, the younger brother of three-time former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, struck deals with China directly as leader of the eastern province of Punjab, and his reputation for getting major infrastructure projects off the ground could in fact please China. Next, India. The nuclear-armed neighbors have fought 3 wars since independence in 1947, 2 of them over Kashmir. As with Afghanistan, it is Pakistan's military that controls policy in the sensitive area, and tensions along the de facto border there are at their lowest level since 2021, thanks to a ceasefire. But there have been no formal diplomatic talks between the rivals for years because of deep distrust over a range of issues, including Khan's extreme criticism of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Imran had alleged that Modi didn't properly handle attacks on minority Muslims in India. Political observers say that the Pakistani military could put pressure on the new government in Islamabad to take forward the successful ceasefire in Kashmir. Pakistan's powerful Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa said recently that his country was ready for solution over Kashmir issue if India agrees. The Sharif dynasty has been at the forefront of several pacifist moves towards India over the years. Next and the last one is United States. US-based South Asia experts say that Pakistan's political crisis is unlikely to be a priority for President Joe Biden, who is currently gripped with the war in Ukraine. The Pak crisis won't be a priority unless it leads to mass unrest or rising tension with India. With the Pakistan military maintaining its behind-the-scenes control of foreign and security policies, the change of government was not a major concern for the US, according to some analysts. Since it's the military that calls the shots on the policies that the US really cares about, that is with reference to Afghanistan, India and nuclear weapons, internal Pakistani political developments are largely irrelevant for the US. According to Curtis, who served as then US President Donald Trump's National Security Council Senior Director for South Asia, Khan's visit to Moscow had been a disaster in terms of US relations. She hoped that a new government in Islamabad could at least help mend ties to some degree. Khan had blamed the United States for the current political crisis, saying that Washington wanted him removed because of the recent Moscow trip. Washington denies any role.